Despite the long wait, Granblue Fantasy Relink always looked fantastic. Its green-looking towns looked fun and rich to explore, battles looked action-filled and exciting with that Platinum Games touch, and set in a new Skydom seemed approachable to new fans and old alike, giving console players a chance to get into the series and those who know the smartphone game a new treat. In its final version, it mostly lives up to these ideas well. The world might be more linear than it originally looked, but its battles rise to the occasion, with every character playing differently, incredibly satisfying boss battles that pair with a new Granblue story chapter that create JRPG cinema to keep it exciting throughout a shorter campaign. If you're curious as a potential new fan like I was, it's a quick experience to get under your belt, but also ready to tell you plenty about the world of Granblue with all the lore hidden within, and feels just right on consoles as a quick action experience to keep you engaged from start to finish. From what I've learned about Granblue through Relink, the Granblue Fantasy series follows a group of Skyfarers that travel to various islands and Skydoms, with Relink's journey seeing their travels through the Skydom Zegagrande. The start opens with plenty of action as their ship is attacked by monsters in their own Bahamut, which results in the protagonist and Lyria falling from the ship into new territory. As the band gets back together, these opening moments serve as good foreshadowing for events ahead, with themes of primal beasts, mysterious places, and searching for lost friends being things that come up in its 17-hour story. As a new fan, it thankfully always presents the right amount of context for any references to the past, but its presence in a new world with new characters make it approachable as you set off with this group in search of adventure while protecting its Skydom and crew too. The Relink experience plays out like a cinematic JRPG dream, with exploration feeling responsive as worlds seamlessly disappear and enemies attack you out of nowhere. The real cherry on top, though, are the epic boss battles that each chapter ends with them feeling challenging, keeping you on your toes with their tricky moves, and also fair as they prepare you with plenty of warning for their big attacks, making battles feel skill-based and even better when you win. It's two great development teams working together on this one, and especially with Platinum's involvement, it's not surprising that combat feels good and as varied as it does. And with extra layers like the exciting full burst attacks and the fact that all party members are controllable and have their own way to play, it feels like a lovingly made action system executed well, making as many quests fun to do as it's just fun to battle in. Speaking of quests, there are two types of quests in Relink, which are combat-based ones you can find at the quest counter and play online if you choose, and also fetch quests around town that can give you good items, such as ones for forging new weapons and upgrades. The only bummer is there aren't really story side quests, although those looking for extra lore can find it within the purple orbs scattered around the world or with the Fate episodes at the quest counter that can give various boosts, with ultimately the bulk of the story in Relink to be found in its main campaign. Perhaps it's an idea of quality over quantity, as its story content is consistently interesting and well paced, so I'd say I'm happy with the amount, and considering it introduced good characters that give some incentive to do its side content, I'd say Relink feels like just the right amount of fun with everything in it. The main story of Granblue Fantasy Relink is where it puts all its story eggs, with new characters that continue to echo the quality of the rest of Relink. Standouts include Roland, Foland's local outstanding Mr. Fix-It, who also has a few secrets up his sleeve, and the mysterious and well-designed Id, who has you questioning where he stands. These are alongside others in a new group of villains that all work together to add the right amount of drama and intrigue to an already interesting crew. The original Granblue cast are likable too, although their dynamic makes a bit more sense after some Fate episodes, with Relink easily serving as fun content to make players curious about the series as a whole. I've considered a couple of times downloading the smartphone game since if I wasn't already in gacha hell elsewhere, which says these characters are likable enough that I wouldn't mind seeing them again. This might not be goodbye for my time with Relink yet though. Once again, my PS5 is encouraging me to play its post-game by telling me it won't take too long, and there are crewmates I haven't got yet in its internal gacha that can be earned in-game without spending anything. Of these, I'm most curious about the post-game content and have also been enjoying the fantastic soundtrack while making this review, so at the very least those will stay with me for a bit, with there always more replayability if I really wanted to dive into its quests, secret bosses, and lore hunting. I took a little longer completing this since I played it at a slower quest-by-quest pace, hence the timing of this review, but from my experience getting footage for it more recently, it's a great game to smash out in an exciting weekend, or one to jump in and out of like I did and always have something to play with, whether it be new story beats or bosses to keep you engaged, and proves that the length of time and experience doesn't really matter as long as it brings an enjoyable campaign like this one. Granblue Fantasy Relink might not be the longest JRPG of the year, but what it doesn't have in length, it makes up for in quality as an enjoyable experience well worth the wait and playtime. If you like action JRPGs, there's an impressive amount of fun to have in Relink, with its amount of playable characters and battles that feel exciting with all the different ways enemies challenge you, and for story fans, the characters added to the world feel intriguing like they should be. It can feel linear during its story campaign if you were expecting an open world, but it doesn't mean that its world isn't vast, as all the various terrains are sprinkled with treasure and lore to add variety and serve as a perfect moving landscape for an epic story ready to give you a good time. If you're Granblue curious like I was, I definitely recommend giving it a try, especially as it's a little cheaper these days, and it's also a game I don't regret paying full price for, as the journey I had with this crew reminded me of the fun that can be had in worlds with seas of sky and epic stories and battles to have fun with. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if you played Granblue Fantasy Relink, and if you have, what did you think of it? You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. You can check out more videos here, and you can find me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at JRPG Jungle. Links to those will be in the description below, and until next time, thank you, bye!